Dear students, today let us see about the power of questions. When we hear the word questions itself, we don't like because that is connected with exams and all those things. But questions are very important for us too, as it's very important in our learning process. Okay, uh, when you are in a class, if you really want to listen 100% without getting distracted, many a times our problem is that we lose concentration, we get distracted. And one way to come back to the place, not to get distracted, is by asking questions. That is the first use of asking questions. It helps us not to get distracted and will increase our concentration. So when a teacher is teaching, be it in school or in college, okay, some questions might come to your mind, some doubts will come to your mind automatically. Okay, just write those questions to be asked later, or just raise your hand and ask the teachers. Okay, so when you ask, you are actually trying to understand more, and then you will always be in that, and then followed by that you will start listening sometime more, after which some more questions will come or somebody else will ask questions. So the more questions are being asked in a class, the more interactive a class is, you all can actually maintain that concentration and you will not lose your distraction. But sadly speaking, this is not happening at all. Nobody asks questions, maybe because of fear. Maybe it is the fact. They are scared that when I ask questions, maybe the teachers themselves might say, just shut up, you don't know what is this? First listen and then you ask. Maybe some people might snub me, or when I'm asking some questions, my friends might tease me. There are some friends who will say, oh, you're trying to please ma'am, and that's why you're asking questions. Or somebody might say, hey, please shut your mouth here. We can just finish off the class and go. If you ask questions, the class will get prolonged. There will be a lot of people preventing us from asking questions. This is life. There are a lot of people outside preventing us from becoming successful, because questioning is one way of becoming successful. So others don't want that. Knowingly or unknowingly they do that. So you have to understand that you are not asking questions for their sake. You are not asking questions for the teacher's sake. You are asking questions for your sake. Live a life for yourself. So it is good that you ask, no matter what kind of responses are coming. Okay, so here the second point is, when you ask questions, there will be a lot of people preventing you from asking questions, but you should not give heed to it. If you really want to know something, you have to be bold enough and you have to ask. Okay, that is the second thing that you have to understand. And it also depends how you ask questions. That also matters. Okay, questions doesn't mean you have to have a very aggressive tone, or you should not you should not snub a teacher. When a teacher is teaching, your questions should not be such a way that you are putting down the miss, putting down your ma'am. That is not the right way. So here I would like to say, there are three ways. There are two ways of asking questions, or rather communication itself can be categorized into three ways. Okay, the one way is aggressive way of communicating, or aggressive way of asking questions. Why is it like that? Why can't it be like that? You said that, I oppose this, what you said. So a kind of your body tone, your language, your look, and the way you communicate becomes very aggressive. Definitely any teacher or any ma'am who is standing in front of you will be hurt, and their response might be, you sit down, I will answer you later. This is not the time for questions. Maybe you might feel snubbed because of that. So you can try out. So that is aggressive way of asking. People don't like that. So you should know how to ask, respecting their position. Even if it is a teacher, a ma'am, she is not perfect, or he or she is not perfect. They might have a lot of doubts and questions. So when you ask in a very assertive manner, the second type of communication is assertive. Assertive is, you are asking, your tone is proper, your language is proper. That's what I said. You have to raise your hand And then only when your ma'am allows, okay, come on, then you have to ask. And the way you ask definitely matters. It should be like only to clarify your doubt, not to put her down. The intention should be very clear. Ma'am, I have a doubt. Ma'am, can I ask you? Yes, proceed, she will say. So the way you put it definitely matters, and you will not have any problem. And your mom also will not have any problem. Suppose your teacher doesn't know, or she is also having a confusion, she will definitely say, I'm also in a doubt, I will get back to you later. That's all. So you can later go and speak to ma'am and say, ma'am, what is it? So that is the best way to ask questions. When you are asking questions like that, your concentration level is increased, your understanding is better, and your relationship with the teacher is also better. Things will become much better. You need not worry about the comments that come side by side. If you are going to live for them, then you will never grow. So you have to be very clear in that. Okay? And the third type of communication is passive, where there is no questioning. That's why I said only two types of questioning. Passive communication is that you just nod your head for anything and everything. You may be having a lot of doubts, but you are not bold enough, courageous enough to ask. You're scared. Thereby, you have a lot of doubts in you. Concept is not clear, and with that same doubts, you proceed further. So there is problem everywhere. If the foundation is not right, if the concept is not clear, then after that, how much ever you study, you will not be able to get the correct picture. So it's always good to understand things right from the base, especially maths and every other subject. Okay, so the third type is passive, where you just nod your head and you don't respond at all. So that is not at all good. That way of communication makes you a loser. First type, aggressive, makes you kind of a winner but makes the other person a loser. That is also wrong. The second type, which I said, assertive communication. Assertive type of questioning is makes you a winner and makes the other person a winner. It's called win-win situation. I hope you understood the power of questioning and the need for questioning for your life success. Thank you.